Hey, it's JW, the old Fruitarian, and just wanted to check in quickly. I'm going to try to post one or two videos a day, and maybe even more some days, because I'm just posting short ones, things that happen, things I think about that might be helpful to someone who's considering a fruitarian diet, or even if maybe you're just considering doing a detox, using fruit as your means to detox your body. It's certainly the most efficient, in my opinion, and I can say that from experience, as I've been through it. Having being a fruitarian now for 3.5 years, I can attest to the fact that you will detox, you will filtrate, and you'll see sediment in your urine, and you'll see all the toxins in your body start to come out of your body, because what fruit does is, because of its watery content, it forces the body to clean itself. And it does that because the body is so full of toxins from the foods we eat, the air we breathe, the pollen in the air, the particles in the air, just general living causes toxins. No matter how clean you may think you are, and you might be on a fruitarian diet or a vegetarian diet, you still have toxins to get rid of. And it's a good idea for even people who consider themselves to be pretty healthy eaters to do a detox maybe twice a year. And I would suggest, again, using fruit as your main source of the detox, because it works. And I know it worked for me, and so I can attest to it for sure. But your body wants to clean out through the lymphatic system. You see, when you come right down to it, the body has two main functions: consumption, the amount of food you take in, the types of food you take in, and elimination, which is the job of the lymphatic system, which is the sewer system of the body. And by eating fruit goes into the body and comes out almost immediately, and it takes other things with it. So if you ingest fruit, the consumption aspect is fruit, it's going to go into the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is going to recognize that it's easily processed, and it's going to filter it real quickly. And along with it will be some of the junk that you've had in there for days or whatever, even weeks. I think I read somewhere that fruit only takes about 3 hours to digest and be eliminated, whereas vegetables, I think, take like 10 hours, and meat can take up to 3 or 4 days, and sometimes longer, to remain in the elimination area, which is the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is a very understudied part of the body, in my opinion, but fruitarians are very familiar with it, because they realize that that's where the toxins are, and the toxins that are remaining there need to be removed. And that's what will happen on a fruit diet. And eventually, if you stay on a fruit diet long enough, you will not be eliminating as many toxins. So, you'll find your body will tell you exactly what's going on, basically. And when you first start, I'll be upfront with you, when you first start a fruitarian diet, it can be a little uncomfortable, because your body is not used to getting that kind of beautiful substance into it. And the lymphatic system starts working overtime, because it realizes that it can clean itself with the fruit. And so by doing that, it can have a rough effect on your system, and it can you might even get a little fever, and you might not feel that great for a couple of weeks. And so people complain, this fruitarian diet's making me sick. No, it's not making you sick. It's your body reacting to good food and cleaning out the garbage that's been in there. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you that tip today and share a story that happened to me this morning. I went on my usual walk in the morning. I leave at 6, and I'm usually back by about 7:15. And when I got back, I noticed I came through the garage because I had to bring in a trash barrel that had been out there. And I noticed that my freezer, I have two portable freezers down in the garage, and I have a bigger one downstairs in the basement. But the two in the garage are mostly loaded with fruit, frozen fruit, blueberries, strawberries, cherries, and fruits like that. So I noticed that one of the doors was ajar, and I said, "Oh, I hope it hasn't been that way too long." And then I thought back, and I said, "Well, I went fruit shopping yesterday at Market Basket, and I picked up a couple of bags of frozen fruit, and I put them in there. And then when I put them in there, I realized I already had a ton of frozen fruit in there. I wasn't aware I had that much, and so I had to kind of squeeze them in a little bit. And I think what might have happened is the door got pried open a little bit from the crowded bags of fruit. So anyway, when you defrost fruit in the bags that they come in, oftentimes they will develop little cuts in the bag, and that's why I usually transfer them into plastic containers as quickly as possible. I just hadn't had a chance to do it. So anyway, there was a big, looked like an oil spill, only it was blueberries and cherries. And those are like the two most difficult stains to clean. So I immediately got on the paper towel brigade and started washing the floor and the freezer itself down. And that took me about an hour. So I was exhausted from my walk today because there's so much pollen in the air that I was pretty irritable when I got back. Normally I feel pretty good after a walk, but this morning for some reason the pollen was really bad out there, and so my eyes were running. I was just looking forward to going in and having some water and just relaxing for a minute. And next thing I know, I'm on my hands and knees, and I don't do well on my hands and knees with my back, so I'm a mess. But anyway, I was able to clean it up and get the day going properly. But so lesson learned. Next time, if I know the freezer is crowded, I won't buy extra fruit to begin with. I like having a lot of frozen fruit on hand. You never know during the seasons that they're not available. When fresh fruit's available and that's the alternative, I'll take it. But sometimes, I'll tell you, I get this frozen fruit that's really delicious. And anyway, the good news is that now I have 2 4-pound bags of frozen fruit that I need to eat kind of quickly because it's been defrosted. So for the next 3 or 4 days, I'll be eating mostly cherries and blueberries, which I love, the taste of both of them. And I'll be doing some blueberry juice and some cherry juice. And it's just the cherry juice. I love blueberries. That's probably my favorite fruit. But that cherry juice, wow, is that good? That is good. It's the tart and the sweet cherries combined. And the juice, I had a glass of it this morning. It was spectacular. And I got a boost of energy from that. I'll tell you that. I had felt tired when I got back to my walk. Boom, I felt terrific. So, I'm playing up the Fruitarian role, but I'm not trying to get you switched to a Fruitarian. Believe me, I'm not. But I just would like to tell you the advantages of it. And maybe it might even be good for a detox. A lot of people buy harsh powders to go on these detox, and they'll use psyllium husk and things of that nature. Psyllium husk has its purposes. Don't get me wrong. It can, if you're having constipation or something, it can be very helpful, but it's very rough. So if you're going to do a detox, you want something that's very easy on your digestive system. And fruit, you can't do better than that. So anyway, I just wanted to jump on real quick, and I'm glad I did. Hope what I said was helpful. If you have any questions, as always, just leave it in the comments and or under the video on YouTube, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks again, and thanks for joining me in watching the video today. Thank you.